Hey, what's up, family? Welcome back to another Food and Finance Friday here in Miami, Florida. And so I wanted to take some time out to talk to y'all about a little something. But first, I'm in this hotel, and guess what? I got hungry, so I ordered food. I've been living this plant-based vegan lifestyle for a little bit now. So I had to look around, do some research, and to find a place that was, that served, vegan food. So I had this place deliver called Nati Vegan. Thought that was a pretty cool name. So what did I get? I got a Seaton. I'm not sure if that's how it's pronounced. Probably not. Spelled Seitan. Seatan. Probably not how it's pronounced, but I don't want to pronounce it the other way I've heard it pronounced. But a Seatan pita. And what does it have? It has vegan tzatziki sauce made with almond yogurt, red onion, and seitan. All right. I see some tomato on there as well. Could be some I don't know, maybe some celery. Check it out. That's what it's looking like. It's all right. It has some girth, so I think it's gonna be filling. Let's check it out. That's musty. That does not look good. Oh, guess I'm gonna clean my mouth. I'm up here looking like a pig. Sorry, y'all. Pretty good. Reminds me, when I looked at it, it reminded me of a gyro. And upon tasting it, tastes like a gyro. That's pretty good. Take another bite of that here. Try not to get my mouth as messy. And I apologize. I left my stand. I was like, man, I meant to pack it, but I didn't. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's good. That's good. But I wanted a little treat. Also got a vegan chocolate chip cookie. Now, look at that. Look at that in relation to my head. That's a big cookie. I do not have a small head. And look at that. So, that's a big cookie. But let's see what they're working with. Mmm. Nice and soft, but it has that little bit of crisp on the bottom. Being in the oven, nice and sweet. That's a good chocolate chip cookie, man. Yeah. That's good. That's good. So, I was reading a book on estate planning, and in one section there he was talking about net worth. And I thought, I wonder if people really know what net worth is. We hear about it, hear about these celebrities having a net worth of $300 million. What whatever. Elon Musk. I'm trying to remember. I think he was around 200 billion. I haven't looked at it a little bit. It fluctuates, it changes. So, I don't know, but it's up there. We know it's a lot of money, right? Okay. So, but do people know what net worth really is? Before I didn't know. Before I started educating myself, I didn't really understand net worth. But what is net worth? Net worth, you can see that. Go. Assets minus your liabilities is your net worth. And I hope that doesn't show up backwards on the camera. It might. If it does, I'm sorry. Yeah. I don't know. Okay. So you have your assets minus your liabilities, it equals your net worth. But do people really understand what assets they have? A lot of people, I don't think they really understand what assets they actually have. And if you wrote down everything that you have of value, you might end up finding out that your net worth is greater than what you thought it was. It could end up being that it's less than what you thought it was. And is it possible to have a negative net worth? Well, let's look at some things. All right, since I'm holding the phone, I'm not going to be writing down as I'm talking. I wrote it down ahead of time because, you don't want me to put my phone down and stuff. So, okay. I drew here a little diagram. So let's say you own a home, right? You're buying a home, and it's worth $200,000. Okay, so that home is worth $200,000. Now, is that home an asset? Depends. Okay, are you paying on it? Because as I say, you're buying a home because until it's paid off, the bank actually owns that home, and what you have left to pay on it is actually a liability. So, well, let's say you've paid off $50,000 worth of it. Okay, so you still owe $150,000, but boom, you have $50,000 in equity. All right. Then let's say you have cash in the bank. If it's just in the bank, it's losing value. But let's say that's where you have it. You have $20,000 in there. Let's say you have $30,000 in stocks, right? And see this. And what about cash value life insurance? Have you ever thought about life insurance being an asset? Well, it is. Cash value life insurance is an asset. So let's say that's a $300,000 policy, okay? But in the parentheses, you see I put $25,000 because let's say you have $25,000 worth of cash value built up in it. You haven't been really overfunding it, and that's something I'll probably touch on in another video. But if you add all of that up, if you add up the total, let's say it has a $300,000 death benefit, that life insurance is $300,000. You add that up, that all equals $400,000. You see, I put or $125,000 because that would be the actualized amount. Now, look at liabilities. I just dropped the paper, so I'm gonna pick it up. Liabilities. What's a liability? Anything that's costing you money, right? So let's look at the debts. A lot of people in America have student loans. All right, student loan debts. Let's say you have 35,000. Okay. Um, there are people who have a lot more. People who have less. Let's round average, right? Then you have credit cards. Say you have $10,000 in credit card debt. Car notes. That's what that 20,000 is. So you have 20,000 in car notes, and what you still have left on your mortgage, that is a liability. So we're gonna put that down there, $150,000. That comes to a grand total of $215,000 of liability. Okay, so what's your net worth? Well, let's look at it. You got 400,000 minus 215,000. That's a net worth of $185,000. Of course, if you did the actualize, then, and remember I asked the question, can you have a negative net worth? Well, if your liabilities outweigh your assets, then yes, you will have a negative net worth. And unfortunately, that is the case for a lot of Americans. Okay, so real quick, no, I didn't do the math for the actualized assets. All right, so let's do that real quick. I chose easy numbers so it'd be easy math for me, round numbers. So in this case, if you did 125,000 actualized dollars in assets, you actually end up with a negative net worth, negative 185,000. No, I'm sorry. I looked at the negative 110,000. I'm like, that just doesn't sound right because it's not right. All right. So, okay, and what is that? Why is net worth important? Okay. Well, it can be important for many different reasons. Some reasons it could be important when you're looking at maybe getting a loan. Okay, they want to see what your net worth is. All right. Maybe it can be important, really important, when you are wanting to leave a legacy when you die, and if you die with liabilities, well, in most cases, there are some cases where this is not true, but in most cases, before your family can get what's left to them, debts have to be paid. It depends on what debt. Some debts die with you, but some have to be settled before what you have intended to be left to your heirs. Okay, for your generational wealth, some of that has to be deducted from what you have left, what you have to leave them, and then the rest to be paid to them. So you want to keep tabs. You want to know what your net worth is. Okay, so take some time and write down, okay, what are all of my assets? What do I have of value, and what is the value of that? What's my liabilities? What do I owe? What's costing me money? And do that simple math and figure out what is your net worth. So then you can know, and then you can do something about it. Because you remember, you need to take control of your time, your money, and your future. And you can't do that if you don't know what you're working with. All right, I hope this was helpful. Be blessed. Subscribe to the channel. All right. If you like the video, go ahead, press that like button. Leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts. All right. If you have a question, ask the question. I'll look at the comments. I'll respond to the comments. Might make a video based on a comment. All right. What else do you need to do? Oh, share. Sharing is caring. All right. And then what else do you need to do? That's YouTube. Hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. I think that's everything. All right. All right, family. Peace. Love you. I'm out.